Wow, it's Whizzlediz. I'm back. Icedcave just released a preview of the old Slaughterhouse remake. This is a Tosh Deluxe recording of Icecave's first version of Slaughterhouse, which is quite goofy. Featured a lot of this. This is the Slaughterhouse that we all know today. I think everyone on planet Geometry Dash knows that this level exists. So 9 mil downloads in a year. I have the Icedcave showcase right here of the Slaughterhouse remake. Grief. For some reason I can't pronounce that. I'm immediately greeted with a club step. What's wrong with me? Okay, let's start this over. I need to really focus on this. This is my first time watching the level. I'm just gonna react to it and give my initial thoughts. I like the... I'm not gonna lie, I thought that said ass. That's not what I think. It's not what I think. I like the bright glow on the edges of these slopes and how the level goes dark and makes them stand out. I think the colors so far are really clean. There's a lot of cool movement for these club step monsters. And I like the fact that the ground spikes move inwards. Like right here, they kind of come together as you're going through. And then I see these gray lines, which is a pretty interesting addition, I have to say. Normally, we see black bars with this kind of level, and it's like a glitch effect. But this one's kind of made them intermissive. They appear and disappear. There you go. That's the kind of typical neon line style you see with the spikes and stuff right there. And that says grief right before this mini wave. So lots of waves so far. We're going to a gray color scheme for this part, it looks like. Going back and forth between gray and red. That's super interesting because Slaughterhouse was pretty much entirely red apart from the beginning. I could be wrong there, but yeah, lots of club step monsters with different eyes. This is cool. This mini wave is really intimidating, I have to say. Wow, dude. So we have like these really optimized bushes going across the foreground. Makes it look super cool, especially with the ground spikes that cover the wave trail. The amount of different details that are on these structures, that is so interesting. How there's like bricks I can recognize there, but then there's also a bunch of overlapping details, which really makes it look very dense. And I see a lot of different symbols going across the screen here. This is hype. I'm also noticing that there's like a slight overlay or underlay. I can't 100% tell, but it looks really murky. You can see it right here. It looks like it's a low opacity fire object or something. Lots of interesting details. That's a cool build up. It says grief again for the second time. This level loves its name, and ooh, this part is super nice. So much movement here. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of this drop just to comment on a few things that I see. Like design choices. There's a lot of like dripping objects on the edges of these slopes. Straight away you notice. Let me just put this like 0.5 or something. You see on the edge of here, that makes a really nice lively design. We have a moving background that's made up of those fire objects and a bunch of spikes too. Every time I hover over this button, it wants to make me watch RT Games Mario Odyssey playthrough. I'm good. I'm just trying to watch this for the time being. I like that pulse a lot, how it goes dark and it goes to that bright gray structure before it then goes back into the red. This is so intimidating. Sorry I keep pausing, by the way, but I really like that pulse and switch away. It really syncs well with the song and varies up the part. That's a sick transition. And oh my goodness, this is staying true to the original, I guess, with the wave spam corridors. And that ship is just so intimidating. So the whole middle of the screen is designed and then it takes you away and you have to fly right up here, and we see a lot of brick patterns and a lot of spikes down there before it like collapses. That's a super cool transition to lead on to this part. But wow, there's so much to unpack here. There's so many different structures that are just appearing in front of my face. So you see those are mostly glowy, then they become brick objects. Then you get this outline style, which is really hype, and then it goes back into this brick design. Moving on. This is hype. I'm actually really enjoying this so far. This is much more captivating than Slaughterhouse is. It puts a lot more effort on actually making interesting designs and stuff. That's a sick design. Let me pause on that. Oh, that eyeball is kind of freaky, I'm not gonna lie. The radio lines on these blocks are a super cool detail. I like that. Those exclamation marks are so goofy. That's the only time they're used in this part. Like, oh wait, there's some there. It looks goofy to me. I don't know. It's not like bad. It just looks funny. Also, what was that? That's a super nice pulse. Let me slow that down, actually. Let me see this again. That is so cool. It reminds me of like Golden Freddy or something. I don't know why that was my first thought. Or like the cheeky Five Nights at Freddy's I'm here kind of thing. Okay, we see the exclamation points again. I do like the gray lines that are coming back from start to finish. We're swapping back to the gray here. I'm wondering if this drop is going to unleash some sort of gray section at all. I think that would be hype just to make it so much more climactic at the end. Is that the end? Oh no, there's more. Dude, this is so like old Geometry Dash. How there's just like a random section and the drop comes in late. I don't know. It's just funny. I say drop, it's not really, but wow, there's so many cool pulses for the outlines of these blocks. Everything's moving a lot more than you would see in Slaughterhouse. It's definitely a step above in the Hell series, but wow, look at that circular pattern that we saw right there. Like, this thing, that's just so weird and unconventional, even though it's a Hell level. I actually dig this. I saw a lot of people on Twitter before I actually watched it saying, wake me up when we don't have a top 1 Hell level. But like, I think this part looks really good. It really makes it feel like you're just descending into madness. The amount of flickers that are going back and forth from red to black, using so many animated objects and interesting pulses to really convince me on that. But I just want to see what this drops like. That Clubstep Monster was so cool. Another title card, that's the 3rd one. Holy moly, that's insane. Dude, the burst of energy is really similar to the burst of energy in Slaughterhouse, but the song has like a much higher pitched sound, I think. It just seems so much more smooth with that. And this is definitely very similar to River in the way that wave part flows, but oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Holy. Yo, this is what I wanted, dude. This is what I wanted. Wow, there's so many like subtle colors in this too. Let me slow this down. Oh, go back first. I want to watch this drop in full. Let me just see that all again. So we have like a callback to River, I guess, with the structuring going through the Clubstep monsters and the tight wave sections. And then we have pretty cool looking ball gameplay. I'm surprised you managed to make the ball flow similarly to the ship when I'm watching the level, but this is sick. Look at the glitching effects here. That is phenomenal. This is probably the best part of the level so far, and very fittingly so, it's at the end of the level, it seems. This is sick. I love the fire objects in that. I'm going to slow that down just so I can take a better look. I just want to see how these glitch effects are made here. So we have a lot of white lines that are glitching across the screen. It looks like they're using brick objects with just the detail color. And then we have these flashes of wave corridors, which is really... That's the actual wave? Hold on. There's no way that's the actual gameplay that flashes up there. I thought that was a callback to like thinking space kind of thing, you know? Oh, there is like a line there, but it makes it... Oh, it gives you the illusion that it's a full wave part. That is so cool. Dude, I actually love this level. Wow. This literally just looks like a Premiere overlay or something for a music video. It's Grenade of Tacos. Dude, so many different lines are in here. I love that glitchy line art kind of aesthetic. I wonder what's with all the S blocks that are going through here. And the slight bit of color that you see at the side, it just looks sick. These aren't fire objects. I'm just noticing. These are like... They look like rock objects that just have their outlines. I have no idea what they are, but it makes it look like a glitch effect. And these eyes are freaky. I noticed those earlier. Let me just go back. I want to watch that all again. Sorry to just go back and forth like this, but I honestly think this is phenomenal. This is probably the best looking Hell level we've seen. I can see this part later down the line being extremely iconic. The way that Slaughterhouse is now. Like, this is going to be the part that I think of every single time, as well as the drop before it. Not that the rest of the level isn't good. And then we have this quiet closing part that's extremely dark, like full black most of the time here, which really works, I think. I'm usually not a fan of making a part with so much black space, but I think the song allows for it here because it's creepiest at the end. And wow, that is what was that at the end? What is this? Do you huh? That's strange. I guess it's just like an end screen. This is ridiculous. What? Okay, so we have Slaughterhouse Old that's linked here. Okay, yeah, this is just like an impossible level, and it's been made way better. I'm just taking a quick look at Icecave's original Slaughterhouse full unnerfed video. Yeah, there are parts of gray in this. I was correct in assuming that. I just want to see how static it is compared to the new version. Like, there's not really much structure movement at all, apart from the spikes that are like inside the structures, you know? And I'm surprised we didn't see anything along the lines of this glow object here. I know we saw a lot of line art, but yeah, this is definitely very similar. Oh, there are structures moving. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. But overall, it feels much more static. Like, there's no foreground, no background. There's no effects that are really keeping it around. But wow, that is a glow up for sure. Let's just take a quick look on Twitter. This is actually a positive response. I'm gonna have a look at the quote tweets. 145 of them. Okay, so we see a lot of different opinions. We have people liking it, peak, people not wanting to play it whatsoever, people like it. No, this is well received. This is good. This is good. People always complain about like, oh, there's too much wave spam and straight fly, but then levels that use them with the Hell style end up being successful. So there is an audience. There are people that like it. So why not, dude? I think it's fire. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check the links in the description. Thank you for watching. I got that all backwards. Leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.